Welcome back to our viewer's choice Jurassic difficulty custom challenge. We're going to continue the push for research. I think it makes sense to give James Cameron here 5 logistics right now. That way he can combine with the 0 logistics to do just the 2 of them on a job. I think that's pretty good. So you and you. That we save the money, everything's cool. And then these guys over here, just kind of hanging out. It's probably not bad idea to do like, say another clutch of Mutaburosaurus. We'll have to take off some of their points, unless we want to distribute another point into genetics, which might not be bad. We could definitely do that. We could also knock out skins if we do that. We definitely should have a 3. Which is really just him. Okay, you know what? This is fine. Yeah. Because we're going to fire her anyway, so we might as well just put the point in here temporarily, essentially, and roll with that. So, now that you have that, you can give us some new skin colors. And then we can also do the hatch job. We will do it on a 4. Oh, but if we do it on a 4, the welfare person has to rest. No, we'll do it on a 5. We'll just have to rest the scientists first. Okay, improved amenities are go. I probably could have rested the scientists before this time, but there you go. So, yeah, we'll just keep pushing out the low tier researches here. Yeah, we can do this next, I guess. That seems fine. This is not immediately important for the park, actually, and we're running a little low on money, so let's not push that too hard. Tranks are worth it, even though I don't think we have anything right now that's Trank 3. We might as well just get it, in case we do. I mean, really, I didn't try and Trank anything, right? Like, no, they're fine. The Mutas... The way the icons slowly move down when you pause is so weird. But yeah, everybody's currently fine. All right, so amenities. We have essentially a 3-way split here. So I guess this just ends up being essentially this is probably the optimal layout for basically every building. Then we put a little bit extra white here. 9840. 9840. Yeah, this doesn't matter. So I think I'd do like, whoops, waffles. Just in case we do get orange without noticing, we have a little bit of leeway there. I think that makes sense. So every one of these is just going to end up probably being the same, I imagine. The park is not complex enough, I don't think, at least, for these to deviate substantially. Wait. 17502. 17502. Okay. No, we want skeleton display because like green demand is a thing we have. Also, profit 20. Profit 17. Wait, these are worse? I thought these were better. I mean, obviously not, right? Running cost 12498, 9996. $12,498. Ah, yes. Okay, I see. Um, I see, but I don't think it makes a difference. Well, it does here because we have these other upgrade types. 2010. 2010. Okay, so hold on. This is 20. This is 20. Okay, so that's a fucking wash. So you only really gain? If it's the thing that actually makes the difference. Why did I think this worked differently? I have like 500 hours in this fucking game. Okay, well this one needs help. Yeah, so basically you can convert any two of these to any one 3-pip. So this should be... We need the yellow. So we keep this. Then we do that. 1693. Wait, why is this bad? Oh, this one's not full. Okay. Running cost 10,000 is correct. So yeah, that's just because it's not full, it looks worse. Yeah, so we should be able to get all of these optimized. It just turns out it's not as simple as clicking the buttons we were clicking before. Yeah, okay, so that stays action figures. This probably means these are going to shift, which is going to be a little obnoxious. So this one's good. So this one, yeah, this is fine. This is not. Karaoke slushies. Yes. You... Probably the same thing, essentially. So cheap burgers. And then, yeah, like karaoke. Okay. No, it works. It works out. It's just not the simple slam dunk I thought it was at this stage. Obviously, when we have mediums, that's when, like, it's more clear cut. But it's probably not as cut and dry as we've been treating it a lot of the time. Yeah, I mean, we had action figures in the other one. Well, this shouldn't be sunglasses, though. This really should just be a fish tank. All right, do we get all these now? I didn't plan to spend all this time doing amenities, but I accidentally did a science, I guess, in the game. Okay. Does the game think... The game thinks profits are just worse. But maybe it's not fully updated yet. That might be for when we put in the... We overdid it a little bit. No config issues is good, though. Okay. So Trank's there, and you're recovering. Now I forgot my scientist game plan. What are we doing? So you guys are researching the thing, you're resting, and then when you get back, we clone without the welfare specialist. I guess. We... could have rested her at the same time. It's still early enough that we can. Hold on. Pause. Also, the protest is going to throw all of our numbers off, which is really annoying, because then we won't really see the shift. Unless it's flattened out by now. Okay, so this is up. 5. I mean, they might be able to hatch it. No, you know what? If we have to rest before we do the eggs, it's fine, because we're not rich. Yeah, we'll just do this. We'll do 5 genetics, but we're not going to rest the welfare specialist prematurely. Charts. So that profit dip there is where we got nailed. And this never actually went down. So I think we were probably paused the whole time we were doing the upgrades. So I think this is just... whatever penalty we're paying for upgrades maybe there. This was probably the scientist we hired, I guess. That's probably it. You know, those Metaburosaurus could be done with the faster extraction person that we put all those genetics points into. That makes sense, I think. That's probably pretty good. So 3 and 2, we still get the cheaper. Boom. And then, yeah, we don't do any research while that's happening because our discount dude is currently busy here. Yeah. Do we know what? Ah, we do. Tranquilizer 5 on Carnotaurus, actually. Wait. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I think tranquilizers are bugged. Oh no, there is a Trank 4. And these guys are fine, but Taurosaurus isn't? We did Tranks 3. Okay, so Tranks are not bugged, I guess. Just, like, most stuff is 5. Yeah, there might have been some 3s mixed in here that we just didn't look at them in time. Okay. Okay, well, so... So what I'm seeing is most carnivores... Trank 4. See, here's the thing that's throwing me too. Trank 5. Do we really believe Coelophysis and Sinosauropteryx require 5 Tranks? I doubt it. It could be the max in the research tier. Like here too. 5 Tranks for Compy, Procerado, and Oviraptor? I'm surprised that any one of those is 5, much less all of them. Can we see on the expedition map? Yes. So Trank 5 Herrera. Ah, Troodon is not Trank 5. Look at that. Interesting. Okay. Trank 5 on Cerrado. Coelophysis is not Trank 5. Trank 5 on Dilophosaurus. Why is Dilophosaurus Trank 5? Was it always that? Like, that doesn't feel right. Okay, well, if we want a small carnivore, we're looking at Troodon or Coelophysis right now. Coelophysis does count as a scavenger, so we could put it in with a large carnivore eventually, but Coelophysis does tend to panic. So I'm not sure that's actually worthwhile. Okay, Sinosauropteryx is not Trank 5. Sinosauropteryx is too expensive, though, so we're not doing that. We'll save that for later. Yeah, I think I might just do Troodon here. We'll do a small that's not a scavenger. I think it makes sense. What's the dig cost? 225 and 200. That's not bad. We'll also get Corythopera a little bit. We could do those maybe. I don't know. We'll see. 3 eggs. Okay, Social Fussy. That's a new alpha. So is that one. 435 and 4 welfare. We will save up for that. So I think we'll just sit here, get up to a few 100K, and then release those. We'll do a rest job here. Okay, Metaburas. Let's get them out. I kind of cut this a little risky on the money front, but I want to fire the scientists, so I needed to use them up here if I wanted to min-max that. We got some nice... These are kind of like JWE1 Metaburosaurus from what I remember. This is specifically Gambia Lithobates. I like the blue. It's very, very bright, very distinctive fellow. Then yeah, another green one back here, which doesn't look bad. And yes, that was your last job in Jurassic Park, and you are released from your contract. Goodbye. So, I think this is our crew for a while. I think I like the look of this. Genetics is a bit weak, but obviously we can patch that up here with these few points we got. This guy can be a 3. We can bring somebody else up to a 2. It would be you. 2 to 2 across the board. And we have 9, which means we could do more staff upgrades. Right? Yeah, that's a 9. So that we can get more points and we can keep going for a while. We will have to hire more scientists before all is said and done, but this is good enough for now. So, if the amenities are good here, we need to kind of sit and let some money reaccumulate. Why are you guys all over here? Can you spread out more? Actually, your territory is not that small. Let's put a little more fiber in. Some over there. There we go. Probably the social one is not currently alpha, I would imagine, because we only just released him. Yeah, we have a... Yeah. Fussy is specifically the meter, not the numbers. So these guys just become angry quicker. Fussy is one of those ones that doesn't really matter until it does. Like, if your park is working good, usually you're fine. That Mutabura looks really good from this distance, where you can still see the striping, but all the different shades of green blend together. That's really nice. I know I've said it, like, I've complimented that Mutta like 4 times already, but whatever. You know, I probably should have done paths way sooner. I guess I kind of forgot it was sitting there waiting for us. We're doing it now, at least. So, yeah. We'll kind of replace the paths before we do any more research, just to see how money comes out. 143. We should try and get these shops to capacity for profit reasons, too. But if we're putting Troodon in, we'll have to make changes for that anyway. Oh, that's so marginal. Ugh. Yucky. Next research project. So, we did just have an avian pox incident, so now we have access to the vaccine. That's not a bad thing to do, but I think my priority is going to be upgrades to prepare for doing more expeditions for Troodon. So, we want you, and we want you. Click the button. And then we probably want to do cost upgrades here. Maybe not immediately next, but eventually. We're not going to do specialist facility this time, so I think doing some other upgrades is more worthwhile. Yeah, so this is $1 million, so that one's going to wait. So this gives us the Expedition Center improved yield, justifying expeditions, essentially. So you can rest, and we can go do those. In the meantime, I think knocking out the welfare thing here is worth it. Mostly because we'll get your well-deserved rest done. And this will all happen while the other guy is resting. So, like, what else would we do, right? So, yeah, we'll do that. This should be a fairly cheap upgrade. Unless something weird has happened. So we'll put that in there now. The expensive one is the capacity upgrade, which is $1 million. I do think it's worth it because it saves you an insane amount of time, and it does actually save you money because it's less jobs overall. Less rest, less jobs, like, it's good. It's just pricey. So pox inoculation will be completed, then we rest, and yeah, we're just waiting for the expedition. I think there's an argument here to be running expeditions essentially indefinitely, as long as cheap ones exist, as a profit maker. Because as we've seen, a lot of the cheap expeditions are just straight profitable. And if you're stacking a discount on top of that, like, money goes up, up, up. Now, the big problem is that we don't have an obvious 3 welfare or 3 genetics person. to really capitalize on that. It would have to be him. Then that's our research synthesis person getting stuck doing fossils constantly. So either we hire somebody new, which, I mean, we do kind of need somebody, but I think we were looking for like a researcher with the good logistics. And we might be waiting for a while for that to actually show up. Like somebody like you would be great if you actually had good logistics. Like we move that 4 up and that 2 down, I might be willing to pay $1 million for you. I feel like it's probably still not worth it, but I might be able to trick myself into it. So the other thing we could do to try and build into that is actually do this $1 million staff upgrades really soon. Because then we have an expedition guy. We have one of this person here doing the extractions. And then we can run various genetics researches on like this guy with maybe help from Jamil. We can get 9 between these 3. And then do, yeah, you know what? There's a lot of genetics research we haven't done yet because we can't. That might be a thing. $1 million though is a lot, but we do get a discount on it. Why don't we see what we get from this Troodon dig, and then we'll decide if we want to pivot over and do staff upgrades first, or if we're just like, if we think this is still good enough that it's just worth running a bunch of expeditions here to make the money to do that later. I don't know. Well, I think that's going to finance our research. 390, 40, and 130. Bringing us up well over $1 million. Yeah, so let's do this. 5 cheaper. Oh, shoot. We're not allowed to use cheaper here. We're going to bite the bullet on that one. We're losing a fat 30K there, but, or 300K there, but it is what it is. I guess, oh man. No, we can probably run another expedition before we need to process fossils, so we can still fish for the upgrade. We can use the return from the expedition, maybe, if we get a similar one, to finance the upgrade. So we'll go to the other dig site, in case that makes a difference. And do that one. Found my Jeep running into the corner of an enclosure, so my dinosaurs weren't status monitored, so we had a minor disease outbreak. But it's fine. Platinum here, so we, again, profited on this expedition pretty tidily. Between that and taking a few pictures as I manually controlled the Jeep to try and fix them, we've got a nice little pile of cash here. So we'll do extraction cap. And we'll get started on some Troodon. It's just a smidge of Parasaurolophus for seasoning, I guess. Yeah, we wanted a 3 that was not the other dude. Bingo. So this is Jamil's job. Okay. Do we want to go back out and do another expedition? We appear to be done. Is that it for Troodon? No. What am I missing? There must be a 3rd dig site, and I just forgot. Yep. Alright, you go do that. Best, thank you. Rival company claims dig site. Lose 250K or 3x task time. Well, task time it is, I guess. 4 minutes is not that bad, actually. Okay, and then we could maybe sneak in a smidge of research. Just a light pinch of research. Oh, no, we can't, because that doesn't unlock a thing, and we don't have genetics there. Just kidding. Funny, haha, no research for us. Well, I say that. We'll do car... I mean, that's good. Last time... Oh, last time we did that and put a point into somebody, it did trigger an additional thing. but it was not this. So I was just about to say, I feel like this is bugged, but I don't think it is, because this is a different thing. You suspect an ulterior motive, but get 1.5x ticket price for 15 minutes. That's a lot of money. This is really weird. Okay, yeah, no, sure. I mean, it's sabotage threat, but we always have sabotage threat, right? Like, this is not even a concern because we just are gonna have sabotage, right? Which I guess if we get protested, it kind of sucks, but all right, there's that increase coming in there a little bit, it seems like. Let's see, I want to see the actual chart here to get kind of an idea of like, yeah, this is scaling up. So this was smaller initially afterwards. It like has to scale up, it seems. Still going up. Going up. Numbers go big. Big numbers. We do have medium amenities in now. Since this is ticket price, I presume it doesn't affect, yeah, amenity ratings, 96%. So yeah. Okay. Okay. Up, up, up. Okay, 200k was, what was it going to do? I was going to do something. Oh yes, Carnotaurus. Carnotaurus. Because this blocks baryonyx. It is something we might put in the park anyway, maybe. So we'll just knock it out. It seems fine. Okay. And then, yeah, fossils will be done soon, but that doesn't matter. Same with the medium carnivores. We just sit and we wait. Oh, wait, hold on. Have we plateaued yet? Yes. So that was the bump, which actually just undid this dip. What was this dip? I mean, obviously, oh, this is maybe the where we put points into the fossil lady, and then where we put points into him, increasing both of their costs. But I mean, just looking at the slope there, that's a pretty hefty bump in the graph. So I think we made the right call there, especially given that sabotage happens anyway on the map. Like any sabotage that happens reduces the meter. So like triggering more sabotage is not a thing because we're going to be full anyway. Oh, this is 8 minutes. So this was like 9 minutes. 3 was like base. We just didn't see the update on the time until we paused. Well, okay. I guess we'll pop back here and take another peek. So 400k. I don't think we're going to do that. That's a little bit more expensive than I want. Maybe we could do some of these guys just to unlock more like cheap dig sites. Same over here. I mean, we've got other dig sites we can already work on, so I don't really think we need to. Kentro might be a good one because it's pretty cheap. Kentro's like starter dino tier in terms of expenses. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna unlock Kentro, just to have another dig site to loot. For fun and profit. Yeah, and I mean we'll want a Stegosaurus in the park eventually, probably, because I just like to have at least one of every kind of dinosaur class. So we'll figure out what our Stegosaurus is gonna be. It might just be Kentrosaurus. But if it's anything other than Wurosaurus, we need Kentrosaurus anyway, so it's fine. It's fine. Since we are good bosses, we reward our employees with minor salary increases. So, now that this guy just came back from rest, I think what I want to do, I have 2 minutes left here. I want to look at some genetics research. So we're going to do this. Push you up to a 4. That gives us a 9 on these 3. Quite the awkward crew, but it works. It's enough for us to get drought modification, the drought modification, which gets us skin in a pattern. Finally giving us a little bit of diversity in the patterns in the park. So I think I'm worth, I feel like it's worth what is unarguably us just letting money on fire, because we will never use drought tolerance, and skins and patterns add nothing to the park. They serve zero purpose in terms of the viability of the park. But they're cool, god damn it. And that's largely why I think it's dumb that the skins and patterns are locked behind, well, locked behind research in general and locked behind fairly expensive research in particular. And that's why that's always the first thing I mod when I mod the research trees, is just to disconnect them from the other tiers. But we're not doing that here. All right, what do we got? We got fossils. Seriously? You're holding my fossils up in customs? I mean, this is obviously worth it. But this is ridiculous. It's going to take 12 minutes to get this dig completed. It's just ridiculous. All right, go. This time, bring the fossils back in a timely manner. Thank you. Then we'll do this. Now, we don't have any points to put in this guy. It would be worthwhile to put a point into him, but we literally can't. So we aren't gonna. 4 minutes. This takes 1 minute, and then it's like 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes or whatever to rest. So that makes sense. The math works out there. All right. Why does this game not want us to have these fossils? Why? This expedition, this one expedition, is just insanity. If it's not criminals demanding us to sell them the fossils, it's the museums demanding us to donate the fossils. Well, fuck you. These are my fossils. That one, since it's not profitable directly, I definitely want to... Okay, yeah. See, we're validated. Look at this. Look at this. They wanted the gold. Those bastards looked in our shipment. They saw the gold. And they're like, oh, can you donate the fossils to us? Just send the whole box to us. Bastards. Alright, I feel justified in the decision we made. Can we finish Troodon? Yes. And a little bit of Corythosaurus for seasoning. There we go. We'll get all these dudes rested up and we'll be ready to do some Troodon. Troodon time. So, little Troodon friend. Hold on. Did we have a pattern to research still, or did I do it? I don't remember. Ah, yes, we still have a pattern to do. My bad. Yes, let's knock that out real quick. We could do the cheaper expedition to make it really fast. However, we almost certainly won't be using that guy to hatch anything. So we'll do this. Let's just go find another expedition to do. So I don't know what dinosaur I might want to put in the park next. What I do know is that a cheap dig is super appealing. So we got cheap-ass Ceratosaurus. We could do Nasuto. Actually, yeah, let's do, not Nasuto, but maybe a Marga. Because we can actually trank those. The Nasutos are a liability. The Amarga, yeah, is not. Because we might as well get genetic material for the dinosaurs we already have in the park. The starting species. This is a 6. Well, that's... Never mind. Nasuto it is. Okay. There we go. Nasutoceratops. Job done. Okay, here's our Troodon. We have access to currently 3 patterns that have been favorited, and we've gone ahead and maxed out the lifespan, which is 5 mods, taking up everything it has. So we're going to go ahead and hatch that. We got the pen ready to go. Cheaper synthesis, and yeah, I guess we just have to use you. We could do this. Don't think it's worth it. We'll do that. We'll see what we got here. See what I mean about these like early game expeditions just being bonkers profitable? Like, what the fuck? Buried treasure from the Nasuto dig site. Like, why? God damn. Alright, yeah, let's load up the fossil bay even though we don't have any way to do it currently. Then I'm gonna go out and do another expedition. How much is Kentro? 38,000. Yeah, let's do Kentro. Seems fine. Honestly, at the point that we dig it up, we pretty much might as well put it in the park. Sorry, Mr. Iguanodon, I kind of bonked you in the head over there, bud. So maybe we'll end up having a bunch of like low tier fodder dinosaurs. 9 viable eggs. I was expecting 4. It was 4 to 10 for the record. And we got 9. I mean, we'll take them all. This might, yeah, take a moment. We're actually pretty close. All right, well, that'll be a big jump in park levels, I think. Are these guys meat feeder or goat? These are meat, aren't they? No, they're goat. Which one's meat? Proceratosaurus? There's one, like, mid-tier theropod like this, like, 4-foot high guy that is meat feeder. I think it must be Proceratosaurus. I was thinking it was Troodon, but it's clearly not, because we can read. All right, so, yeah, we'll get them in. We'll probably do Kentro. At the point we're digging up, there's no reason really not to. We could finish up the, Hadrosaurs. The Para and the Corythosaur, and put those in there too. Or, put one of them in here and one of them in the other pen. I don't know. Like, we might be able to fit something in here still. Because everything... Yeah, I mean, it'd just be down to, like, Mutabura, right? Dislikes Theri and Wu hybrids and loves everything else. So, yeah, this would be neutral, do, like, a Corythosaurus. I know Para, unless it's changed, did not have many cohab things that it liked. So, Para probably has to go with Kentro. That's probably fine. Yeah, like, you're fine. Yeah, everything else I'm pretty sure liked Hadrosaurids. Well, maybe not the Notosaurus, Lonesome George. No, Lonesome George loves everybody. Of course. Yeah, so we could do that. We could just chuck another Hadrosaur in this pen, apparently, with no issue. We should check. We should look at fossils first. Wait, did I not? Oh, capacity limit. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Now we can see what we got here. It is just some Crotarsans. So that was profitable, but very marginally compared to some of the other digs, at least. But still not bad. I guess we'll clear that out. We might as well do a full load. So you can do that. We have 2 mil 5. You know what? It's fine. Let's do it. We're not going to get a storm as soon as I click this button, right? I'm sure we won't get a storm as soon as I click this button. And I'm sure as soon as I click this other button, we're not going to also get a storm. Well, this is very convenient for knowing which dig sites are the cheapest. 180, 80, 160, 85, 100K. Sorry, I can't tell what your cost is. 80, 95. So the cheapest was an 80? Nothing under 80 left? Wait. Oh yeah, Amarga's under 80, but there's just too much logistics. Or we just do that. Fuck it. Because we literally do want Amarga. So just do it. Go. Sharks! Sharks for days. Shark and a shark and a shark. Jaws 1, Jaws 2, and Jaws 3 all on DVD. Fantastic. Let's finish up the Kentro and then do some Amarg, but it's probably all going to fit, so never mind. That finishes the Amarg and the Kentro. You do that. Welfare person is done with Troodon, so you get a break. We can do Kentro right away, so I think that is the thing to do. I'm gonna keep doing expeditions. Like, why not? 160 on Corytho. We could actually use that because we could put Corythosaurus in the park. That one's 400k, which kind of sucks, but yeah, let's do that. Let's do this cheap Corytho one here. Do that first at least, then we can do the 400k when we actually have a... Well, I mean, the Corythos can go in here. We could do them. But, it is what it is. Okay, so we know these guys need rabies. Really? Struthiomimus with rabies? You're not even a concern. You're beneath me. Oh, shit. I forgot. I forgot that's a thing. I forgot we had this setting in the park. Cryo, this is what you're supposed to stop me from doing. Can we just feed them Struthies? Does that work? Who's my unlucky Struthie? Shit. Okay, 6156. You're practically dead already. Perfect. Now these guys are like what? 3 social? I think they're 3. So let's just get 1, 2, and 3 sedated. Oh god. Wait, where are they gonna be? You know what? Anything number 5 or less on Struthies. This is... I wish the numbers showed here. That'd be really convenient. That's Lonesome George. We know it's not the 5s because they're Nasudos. Oh my god. Nightmare. Sorry, you... Okay, I thought that one was on the other side of the fence. I was gonna be mad. We haven't seen that bug... Well, our last park was aquatics. Let's not jump the shark here. Let's hold the phone. The fence bug still might very well be present. Okay, so forest, open space, prey, and water. So these guys, they do need a copy of Prey on DVD, or they'll be mad. Unfortunately, we cannot supply that. So in lieu of that, we'll throw some Struthiomimus in there to entertain them in a different way. Rabies inoculation. You know what? High value. Can we get that shit right now? Probably not, because this is probably the welfare specialist. Yes. Oh, so the Struthies are going to be backlogged behind the release from the hatchery here. Cry, I got bad news for you about Troodon. Not only did it probably not have a poisonous bite, it also probably doesn't exist. So, rip Troodon. So I guess in that sense, you can just be like, yeah, it totally has a poisonous bite, because it might be an invalid species. Because it's only based off like teeth or something, and a bunch of its fossils have been associated with Pectinodon, which has been separated off of Troodon, which kind of like renders Troodon obsolete, I guess. That's something like that. Listen, I'm not a Troodon doctor. Refer to Wikipedia. Ooh, I like the red one. Like this pinkish red one is sick. Okay. Oh, this is new, I think. I don't think this used to work. I think it used to be if you tried to zoom into the hatchery, it just kicked you out, right? And now we can zoom into the mysterious void of plants and see nothing. But at least it doesn't kick you out of this menu, so you can cycle back to the other ones, which is nice. I do like the gray ones with like the red eyes that really stand out. Yeah, this Troodon is fucking sick. Sonoran Rana. Pretty simple one too, but it's pretty cool. Troodon, underrated dinosaur in this game. It's got some fantastic colors and patterns. I mean, no, but there are a lot of historic dinosaur species that are probably need to be broken up or rendered obsolete. Just because there was a tendency when there was less dinosaurs to name everything, basically. Do not attack that fence, little dude. We got some... Oh, no, they're good. Okay, the Struthies counted for prey. That's good. So we just feed him some struths. Ooh, hunt in progress. He's going for it. Oh. Let's go slow-mo. Oh yeah, that's right. They bite and poison. He didn't quite get the bite correct. Get in there. You could do it. Actually, kind of a great screenshot. The Struthy is just like, God damn it. Now I'm gonna fucking die. So this counts for prey. Stego's real. So far still. Um Also, Stegosaurus is known from good specimens, so it will continue to be real. It's also like the thing that will make you as a dinosaur species guarantee your survival is to be popular. Like Tyrannosaurus technically is an invalid name. It should be like Dynamoterror or something weird, which was named before Tyrannosaurus was named. Um, but nobody gave a shit about the older name, the older creature, and everybody knew Tyrannosaurus. So when it was figured out the older animal was actually Tyrannosaurus, and Tyrannosaurus should revert back to the older name, the scientific field was like, no, because Tyrannosaurus is awesome and we like it. And thus, it remains Tyrannosaurus. And so Stegosaurus would clearly fall into the same category, right? If there was some older thing than Stegosaurus in the scientific like nomenclature that turned out to be a Stegosaurus, there's no way it'd get renamed. People would throw a riot. All right, enough ground leaf to keep these guys happy and make sure the Troodon don't get overpacked here. Yeah, so you need open space, but not nearly as much forest. I can definitely accommodate you on that, my friend. Get rid of these goddamn trees. All right. All right. So let's look at these Struthies here and see who gets fed into the meat grinders. So I think 4 is obviously elderly. So is 5. 6 is the first we bred. Okay. But 6 is long-lived. So we're not going to get rid of 6 immediately. So let's get 5 and 4 moved over. So this is 5. 4 is right in front of the hatchery. Okay. 5 and 4. Okay, bracken poisoning resolved. I guess we probably don't want the medical team assigned here because we want these to die so that they can eat. Okay. These guys are dying. Good. Good. Yes. Suffer. Okay. Anyway. All right. James Cameron's good to go here, and everybody else is back too. So, footprints. Okay. Conifer fossils. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome. Dig it. Great. We'll save these for later. Let's do the other Corytho dig site, because clearly we need to rush down 2 stars, so let's work on that. So there's Corythosaurus. And then for Kentrosaurus, let's get you set up. So here's my question. Which Kentrosaurus do we want to use? I don't really like random, because having the 2 mixed together looks a little weird, because their body plans are pretty different. Honestly, the Camp Cretaceous one is really just a Stegosaurus with some extra spikes. But I feel like the colors are more interesting. This is me thinking off the top of my head. I'm not sure if it's actually true. You know what? Let's just do mixed. Wait, why can I not? Oh, wait. Interesting. So if I do this, pattern randomized. How does this... I wonder if this randomization pulls from these randomizations. Okay, so what we're going to do, Now we have a good reason to do both. Because now we got some science. So what we're doing this. We're doing favorite, favorite, favorite. Random favorite per egg. We're going here. Favorite, favorite. Random favorite per egg. And then we're going here. Cannot change this. Now, are we going to get blanks or are we going to get randomized non-blanks? That's the science we are here for. In terms of traits, I'm going to do quenched just so we don't have to deal with ending up with an inconsistent amount of water as alphas change. Probably won't matter. It usually doesn't, but actually when it impacts lifespan, that's enough reason not to do it. Let's just go max lifespan. All right, and then we'll do maybe 2 clutches of these to see whether or not we actually get only patterns. Because 1 clutch might be unreliable. We might not have a good idea whether or not it's actually working. And this is 2 stars. No, 1.5? Okay, 1.5 for that. All right. Oh, hello, cannon fodder. Go join your brothers in the Meatgrinder. And on that note, I think we will end today's episode. On this note, I think we'll end today's episode. Limpopo Kakarana, Pierce. This doesn't answer the question. Thus the science must continue. The science has to keep going. Okay, we can't. We have to rest. So the science will wait for next time. We can, however, click the go button on these guys at least. So we'll do that. We need a new enclosure. We'll get that done between episodes for next time.